All I can say is that when this thing first started, boy, it was real bad. I remember I was drinking a lot of tequila at like 5 in the morning. Then I went to like me and my girl, we started going through this frying phase. We was frying up every possible thing that we could think of. All the while we had our little baby too. We had just had Andrew, my 1-year-old son. And there was a lot going on at that time, because we didn't really know what was going. We didn't really know what this thing was, and it kind of just caught us all off guard. And so, like, even on the creative side, I know for me, like, I couldn't make music for like at least a couple of months. And in the interim of that, me and Zoe were still working on what to become Abstractions. We were still in the process of still creating, and even with that, we still had to like kind of slow that process down. So. All in all, I think it just taught us just patience, because it was a long process. It was still a process to even still come together with this. But I think in all, it came together the way that it was supposed to come. It was literally like towards the end, all the puzzle pieces were in the right place at the right time. So yeah, even though the pandemic was straight tough, I think still being able to come together and still make great music, or what we think great music is, and share it with folks. I think it was something great that came out of that too. And then too, not only that, still having I learned a lot about Zoe in this process too as well, family and everything else, man. So I think it was a definitely gain out of it too, though, at least from my point of view.
Same here, man. Like the start of it was rough. Like there was a huge dip, because it's like, you go from consistently being on the road to now we're just home. And it's like, we're home, which, I don't have a problem with being home. Like that's fine. But like, you're home and it's like, okay, where's this income gonna come from? You get like 60 to 75% of your income just stripped away overnight. And it's like, you got to figure it out. And, in the beginning, like Tall Black said, like I was eating, man. Like I was eating whatever, drinking whatever, nightcaps would be, edible. So it's just like, what I mean? We just out here, and you gaining all this weight, and food is always my comfort. Like if it's celebration, we going to eat. If it's, feeling low, I'm about to go eat, because that's what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? So Food was making me happy. Liquor was making me happy. Edibles was making me incredibly happy. Until, I had to go to my annual, and they was like, your blood pressure's high. And then it's like, oh, okay. So then it was, 180. And, like you said, it's like, you still having to create. And like, I wasn't really creating much at all for a couple months, really until me and Fonte hopped into doing the second season of Sherman Showcase. Like then I was able to kind of create a rhythm because I had to. And then, after that doctor's visit, is like, now you gotta get your health together. And what better time to get your health together when you're just home alone, when you're just home and you're able to sit down, think about it, really get in your head about it. And then, day after day, make it a habit, because every day is literally the same thing. So, the bounce back was incredible, because now it's like, we got this album, which I think, I know as far as me, like, I think is my best output, period. You know what I mean? I think it's, forefront, and then, Abstractions a little bit over that. Like, I think the progression is still happening. The fact that we got together and, it's funny because we kind of at an age now where it's like, all of our friends are friends. It's like, you're not really looking for new friends, but then like you create with this brother, and it's like, you get close, and it's like, you start to learn each other just on a personal level, like he said, and then you come with more than your A game for this person that you respect as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I think the bounce back from the top of the pandemic to now has been incredible. it's been very uplifting. Everybody's in a great space, family wise and also, health wise. So it's like, now we kind of hit our stride and it's like, yo man, let's keep this thing going.
It's on the food basis, but I already knew how to cook already anyway. But I would probably say like smoking on my kettle grill. Like I've really got into that whole world. It's a whole nother science and a whole other way that you kind of do that type of stuff, because you got to manage temperature and time management and all that type of stuff. So I've really kind of gotten into that. And what's crazy, we're having this conversation about this because I was talking to a friend of mine about, I never understood why my dad would like go fishing. I never understood. I thought it was the most corniest thing ever. Like you go in the middle of the water, just fucking put a hook in the water and get fish. And then after I thought about it, as I've gotten older, I'm like, man, he just wanted peace. Peace, that was his type of peace. To be there in his own element by himself, secluded, whatever, and he found that peace. And I think for me, with the whole barbecuing and smoking in that process, that's my type of fishing for me. Just something where I can kind of get away from the family. My girl will let me go and I'm out there. I can be out there for hours, just sitting out there on the grill, listening to my little jazz, whatever, have a cigar or something like that. And I've tend to find enjoyment in that too, so yeah.
Probably walking for me. Like that's where I find my peace. Like I take my phone. It's a pod. I'm running a podcast. I turn the ringer off. That mug goes in my pocket, and I'm off for 3 to 6 miles, which could be anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Where it's just like for this time, like it's just me. Like it's just me. Sometimes I got to run the podcast back because I'm still within my own thoughts and not catching what they're talking about. But yeah, that walking has been great, man. Just not only on a physical level, because we weren't able to go to the gyms and stuff like that. So, just being able to kind of escape a little bit, and on top of that, shoot, my guitar game has gotten a little bit better.
I will concur.
Being able to get some time in, get some more time in with the acoustic and strengthen them fingers up and get the calluses up on that guitar.